Welcome back to another commentary video on the Bread and Mouse channel. I hope you're all doing well, and especially after the news of Sonic Frontiers and Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which, by the way, both look incredible. Today I wanted to discuss a rather niche concept that I don't think anyone has thought of yet, and that is the concept of Sonic and the Secret Rings Ultimate Edition. And we're going to be discussing how would that work, and would it sell well? Would it improve the game? Would it make it more bearable? And why I personally believe it would stand out as one of the strongest Sonic titles if it was to get an Ultimate Edition. Now, I'm sorry for if you hear my throat. I've got a bit of a cough and a sore throat right now, so I'll just sound a bit different as all. Now, Sonic and the Secret Rings is a Wii exclusive game that came out in around 2007 to 2008. It was one of the first in the Sonic Wii games, with Sonic and the Black Knight following after. And in this game, we had loads of beautiful environments, really fun characters, amazingly fun boss fights, and yet all of that was ruined by the gameplay. If you don't know, the gameplay Sonic and the Secret Rings revolved around the Wii Remote. More specifically, the Wii Remote held it in a horizontal manner. That would mean the 2 button would be jump, shaking the Wii Remote would be what you'd do to, do a homing attack. A lot of people hated the gameplay, mainly because you was constantly moving forward and it was very difficult to control your character, especially when you've upgraded Sonic to have such high speeds. And that's another thing I don't think people really like, the upgrades aspect, where every time you did a level or a challenge or whatnot, you'd earn XP and you'd upgrade either Sonic's speed, his soul meter, or just, the homing attack stuff in general. Sonic and the Secret Rings was a really, really good game, at least in my opinion, and I've 100%ed the fucking thing. But I'm not going to sit here and say it didn't have flaws. No, I think it had so many flaws when it came to, especially when it came to its gameplay. So, how would an Ultimate Edition, basically the Sonic equivalent of a remaster, help this game become one of the strongest titles in the series? And would it make it one of the strongest titles in the series? Well, let's talk about that. Now, first off, what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to completely revamp the gameplay. And what I mean by that is basically incorporate Sonic's gameplay from the current Sonic games, such as Sonic Forces, Sonic Generations, Sonic Unleashed, and abandon the gameplay aspect that Sonic and the Secret Rings was known for. Or, alternatively, fix the current gameplay so that Sonic is not constantly moving forward and that we have actual full-on control of the character. Now, that in itself is a very, very fucking difficult task, especially considering that the gameplay is aged quite drastically, and especially considering that it's going to be quite the task to try and entirely revamp such old gameplay into something that's more bearable, and it's probably more hassle than it's worth. But if they were to commit to that, I strongly believe that this game, especially with Time Break and Speed Break, would stand out as one of the more fun Sonic games in the series. On top of that, I do think that if they were to give the environments a makeover, they would look absolutely stunning. Beautiful, even. The environments already hold up. Like, even in the Wii game, they look beautiful, amazing. So if they were given a makeover to fit the modern consoles, I believe that they would be one of the best looking fucking environments in a Sonic game ever. The character models will definitely need an upgrade, more specifically Sonic, Shara, and Eraser Jin, the main antagonist. Some of the dialogue might need to get scrapped due to, some lines being shake the Wii Remote to do this, or press the B button to do this. It's either you're going to have to re-record it, or just replace them with text boxes, sort of like how Sonic Forces did something similar. And also, for fuck's sake, please, replace the menu music with something different instead of the fucking main theme. Like, you know how many times I've had to go into the main menu listening to the fucking 7 Rings in Hand? Okay, yeah, that's more of the upgrading aspect of things. The challenges can stay the same. Like, I really do not see how you could make the challenges any better or worse. They're just fine. However, I almost forgot about the bootleg Mario Party mode. Let's just well, you can include that. I don't see anyone playing that at all. I feel like it should just be its own game. Yeah, let's just keep that in. I know it's good, but let's just not put it in. Let's just keep it out of there. But that's it for like old features, like pre-existing features. what could they do that's new for the game? Now, the first thing that comes to my head in terms of new content for Sonic and the Secret Rings Ultimate Edition, add a Dark Spine mode. Like basically the equivalent of Super Sonic in this game. Imagine blazing through these levels as Dark Spine Sonic, and you're completely invincible. You know, the only time we ever see Dark Spine Sonic is in the final boss fight, and we never see him again. And yet, he just has so many fucking cool abilities. Upgraded Speed Break, upgraded Time Break, and he's just overall fast as fuck, especially traveling through time and space like that. Another thing is a complete revamp of the upgrade system. I feel like you should be able to pick and choose certain upgrades rather than just be forced to adapt to the new ones you're given. Like, for example, if I want to have a larger soul meter, I want to be able to equip that onto Sonic myself. Or if I wanted to be able to have Sonic go faster naturally, I want to be able to equip that myself. Like, change levels of how fast he can go. That way it makes certain challenges easier, and you can really plan ahead to make those challenges more beatable and less infuriating because you're going too fast. So I asked on Twitter, would Sonic and the Secret Rings Ultimate Edition be a good remaster for the series? And majority of the responses said yes, provided the gameplay is overhauled. And I agree, I think the gameplay is one of the biggest holdbacks of Sonic and the Secret Rings. There's no need for animated cutscenes since most of the cutscenes are done in this storybook style that is really fucking nice to me. And there's not really that much work to be done to the game. I mean, all you need to do is redecorate the environment a bit, splice up some models, remove some lines of dialogue, maybe even re-record them if necessary. But overall, I feel like Sonic and Secret Rings Ultimate Edition would be a really nice way to reintroduce that game. Especially considering it's given a bad light due to the Wii Remote. Like, from my personal standpoint, Sonic and the Secret Rings is one of the best entries in the series. And yes, that is quite a controversial fucking statement to be saying, but hear me out. Sonic and the Secret Rings has a really nice magical charm to it, where you feel like you're going on an adventure against the clock, and that Sonic's life is actually at stake here. It's not just some, oh, I gotta stop Eggman again for the 40th time. No, Sonic could literally die if he does not get those fucking rings in time. And the enemies you encounter, the ones that just look incredibly terrifying and awesome, with some banging fucking OST, by the way. I just want to let me just show you some clips. So yeah, I hold Sonic and the Secret Rings in a massive regard, and if they do remaster this game, which, let's be honest, it's a very unlikely event to happen, but it's not impossible. Yeah, if they do remaster this game, I feel like it would do quite well, and it would be well received. There might still be some of the jank from the original game, but either way, it's an improvement on what we had originally. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on Sonic and the Secret Rings Ultimate Edition if it does come out. What do you think? Do you think it'll flop? Do you think it'll be terrible? Do you think it'll be good? Make sure to let me know in the comments below, like this video, and I'll see you in the next one.